Welcome to Safe and Effective Music Programs for Seniors. This is a place where music and healthcare and education will intersect. I provide music programs for seniors professionally. I've been working all across Canada, and as I travel entertaining seniors, I learn a lot. So, this channel is about sharing what I've learned. Built upon my decades in the senior living industry, I used to be a nutritional manager, and I'm still an ongoing member of the Canadian Society of Nutritional Management. And I've run dietary and support services departments in both long term care and retirement homes, with additional studies in long term care administration, memory care, and for years now, I've been a contractor to recreation over the course of thousands of programs across Canada. So I'll be sharing what I've observed, some of the best practices for safe and effective music programs for seniors. Contained are suggestions to potentially help further optimize your recreation department. Every home, though, every rec team, everyone's needs are unique. So take from this series what is practical for your unique circumstances. Again, I perform concerts for seniors professionally, but it's more than just music for me. I'm a healthcare professional, and my number one objective while entertaining is safe and effective music programs for seniors. So these observations from hundreds of facilities are all to help you. Freely available, these talks are intended for recreation therapists and recreation aides, but they're also for administrators and anyone else who might be involved in events in seniors' homes, such as caregivers, volunteers, even receptionists. So, safe and effective music programs for seniors. It's a bigger topic than you might initially think. There are many related subjects, and much of what we're going to explore crosses over into other areas of work. We will explore the many topics through a safety first approach and through, importantly, the seniors' perspectives. Safety first and empathy should always be your top mandates. We'll explore and how to manage an actual program. We'll reveal the often overlooked and preventable dangers within a music program. We'll examine things like food and drink and therapeutic diets and the need to coordinate with dietary. And for in the office, we'll discuss little organizational details that can prevent costly and even reputational errors. Things like effective communication for the various steps between planning the concert through to the completed program and the payment, and much more. Everything will be through the lens of infection control, through health and safety, through protecting your residents. Plus, I'll share overlooked tools with facility administrators to support their recreation departments, because when administrators support their rec teams, the whole facility benefits with better morale, reduced employee turnover, lower departmental costs, effective reputation management, improved flow through the continuum of care, to lowering infection rates, reducing resident falls. These are all quality indicators in an administrator's job description. I'll have suggestions to help administrators smooth over the transition from one rec manager to another. We will look at how marketing and recreation are interconnected. There are two departments, both working toward relaying a home's positive atmosphere to the community. Nothing sells a home like the sight of happy seniors. So we'll talk about social media and communicating to the families and friends that might not be able to attend and visit their loved ones. For real life additional perspectives, I'll include interviews with recreation professionals about their experiences in the industry. So if you'd like to share your story with others, let me know. And this channel will also give a voice to seniors themselves to hear what they have to say about what music means to them, as this is the true essence of music programs, safe and effective music programs for seniors. So let's hear their thoughts. And from my travels while performing concerts, I'll pepper in spontaneous talks about day-to-day things that warrant discussion. Honestly, there's something to learn in almost every show I play. While continuing to perform up to 500 shows per year at this time as I launch this, my emphasis is now on education. So I'm available for talks at schools, companies, trade shows, conferences, etc., whether in person or virtual. And to follow my daily adventures while entertaining seniors, see my other channel, Jimmy's Classic Radio Show, on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram. My YouTube channel is dedicated to rec therapists in senior living and their residents, and it features hundreds of great classic songs from my record collection, plus documentaries and armchair travel movies filmed during my concert tours for seniors all across Canada, and there's more there too. My armchair travel movies are free anytime in case of a cancellation, a snowstorm, a global pandemic, God forbid, or just to fill your already excellent calendar. And we will talk about calendars. I'm also a regular columnist to a widening array of senior centric publications, all starting with Respect News in Alberta. Past articles can be found on my Jimmy's Classic Radio Show WordPress page. All the links are below, and all of this is tied together in my new website, jimmysclassicradioshow.com. The things I learned from you are valuable, so please share your thoughts by commenting below. This whole thing is about raising the bar in senior living, perhaps raising your personal bar, raising your entertainer's bar, or raising the bar of the home and the company you work for. This is hopefully going to help improve the culture of the wider senior living industry everywhere. I've had rec therapists tell me that music programs are not taught in recreation schools, so the important lesson of safe and effective music programs for seniors is often overlooked. We'll dive deep into it here while looking through it through the seniors' eyes. Remember that we're talking about gathering a bunch of residents in a potentially new or unfamiliar or altered space, noise and people bustling about, people trying to talk, people not being able to hear one another, with walkers and wheelchairs and diminished mobility all around furniture that may have been moved. They might be navigating a room with reduced eyesight, reduced hearing, perhaps reduced cognition. Perhaps they're on medications or dealing with infirmities. We'll be putting on these programs while adhering to infection control practices to keep our residents safe under the ever looming specter of outbreaks. Visitors of many kinds come to provide recreation, from local volunteers to professional touring musicians to school kids to service animals, Elvis tributes, comedians, whatever you can dream up. I'm going to try to support recreation managers in the 1,095 time slots you're tasked to fill each year. And yes, I think there are 1,095 time slots every year, morning, afternoon, and evening, times 365 days in the year. So recreation is very busy and sometimes undervalued, underutilized, underestimated, and misunderstood. I'll provide you encouragement and practical tips to help things operate smoothly. And I'll explain my mottos like the one that summarizes what I suggest to you. A variety of programs at a variety of times on a variety of days attracts a variety of residents. So we'll talk about routines. Some routines are essential, but some routines are a trap. Don't be afraid to change it up. Remember always, the residence is there all day, every day. Access to a variety of recreation options is essential. So much of this goes beyond music programs. And so you know, while talking about learning, much of learning is from mistakes. So anonymity is assured as I'll be talking about the issues I encounter. I've certainly made my share of mistakes along the way, and I'll share what I've learned through these talks. This series will roll out over time, so please subscribe to the channel for the latest videos and share them with your peers. I'll see you in the next one.